A very emotional game for Canada here. Sees them pick up their first win at a World Cup ever. But before we really talk about it, I just have to give my best wishes to Ismael Kone. It was a very, very disturbing tackle and a very disturbing image that was seen. It does look like his World Cup will be officially over after that tackle, and just a disgusting tackle, a disgusting result. And just my best wishes to Ismael Kone, and hope that's a quick recovery. He's one of Canada's brightest players. He's one of Canada's best players, and there's a long future ahead for him in this sport. And hopefully, something like this doesn't alter his career path, and he can still make it to the very top, as far as I know he can go. Yeah, just a very unfortunate circumstance for Ismael Kone. All of Canada's behind you. All of Canada's praying for you, Ishmael. Hopefully, it's not as serious as it looked, and it'll be a quick recovery for you, and you'll be back on playing not only for your club team but for Canada soon enough. But yeah, let's get into the what a win for Canada. 6-0 against Qatar. Absolute domination. Wow, what a result. There's not much I can say to what I'm feeling right now. This is the greatest sporting event I've ever watched as a Canadian. I mean, there's been better results and stuff, but as a pure Canadian, pure dominance by Canada, there's nothing that even comes close to this. This was unbelievable. At the stage it's at, the viewership around the world it was going to get, this is an all-time feeling as a Canadian citizen. What a result. Canada 6-0, which takes them to the top of Group B. Switzerland did win 4-1 today. I made a mini short on it, but Canada, they outdid them. They beat Qatar 6-0 and are at the top of the group, meaning if Canada can get a result against Switzerland, Canada will win Group B and have a round of 32 game in Vancouver. The scenes that would be, it would give us like a very good shot at a potential round of 16 appearance. Going over the stats, Canada outpossessed Qatar 79-21. So Canada dominated control in this one. Expected goals 4.45 for Canada, 0.18 for Qatar. Dominated. Total shots 32-2. Dominated. Shots on target 10-0. Dominated. We had less fouls than Qatar. Corners 19-1. And the stat that tells them all. I don't usually add this stat into my game reviews, but I had to for this one. 97 touches in the opposition's box compared to 1 for Canada or Qatar. We out touched them in like the opponent's box 97-1. What a game, what a performance. Going over your goal scorers in the 16th minute, Kyle Larin would get the party started for Canada. I was trying to remember. It was just a couple of deflections. David shot, rebounded straight to Kyle Larin, and he slotted it in. 29th minute, Jonathan David, a beautiful volley, gave Canada a 2-0 lead. 45th plus 3 minute. I don't really remember this Jonathan David goal and like how he scored it, but it's the Iceman. It's Johnny. It's my Ottawa boy. Someone from Ottawa, Ontario scored a hat trick at the World Cup. Oh my God, what a result. Jonathan David, he scored in the 45th plus third. 64th minute, the man who did come on for Ismael Kone, Nathan Saliba, he showed the world that, yes, Ismael Kone, an unbelievable player for Canada, is like one of our heartbeats of our team. Nathan Saliba is not a huge drop off, scored an absolute beautiful free kick to give Canada a 4-0 lead. Then a Jacob Schaffelberg shot that was going wide would be deflected by Al Manaya of Qatar to make it 5-0. And in the final minutes of the game, Jonathan David would be played in through Nathan Saliba, and he'd get his hat trick. A man from Ottawa, Ontario, scored a hat trick at the World Cup. This is like the craziest day of my life. My city, the place where I'm from, someone represented us on the world stage and scored a hat trick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable from Jonathan David today. There's so many critics about him after the game against Bosnia. He shut everyone up. Jonathan David was the starlet today. He's the star boy. There's a reason he is Canada's all-time top scorer. This man bags goals. Get a move away from Juventus, please, buddy. The slander that was on you all year, man. I know Jonathan David. This guy's a bagsman. He is one of the best strikers in the world, and he proved it today. Just an absolute dominant performance. Going player by player here. Max Crepeau had no danger today. He was quite bored. He had to do nothing. So Max Crepeau, you get a pass, buddy. Nothing was done. You got your first World Cup clean sheet. Great win. Nothing you had to do. Just unbelievable. Alistair Johnston was so good on that right flank today. So many crosses, key passes, just helping to build up there. Alistair Johnston, a great game. Luc Defoujrol, he is the Canadian Rolls Royce, dude. I'm telling you, for the future, I wouldn't mind Defoujrol and Bombito being this country's center back duo. Derek Cornelius was subbed off early because he did get a yellow card. Didn't want to risk him getting the potential red to match what Qatar did, as Qatar did have 2 red cards today. So Cornelius was taken off abruptly. Yeah, didn't have to do much. Was again, Canada dominated this game, so not much to talk about for the center backs. Richie Laryea, once again, another great game. I still think once Davies is back, I do think Alphonso Davies will be playing at left back. I still think I wouldn't mind Alphonso up front on left wing, Richie Laryea staying at left back because he's done such a good job for Canada. Dejan Buchanan thought he had a solid game, good crossing. He was absolutely tormenting the left back with his dribbling moves. Such a good dribbler for Canada, but no real end product. He did have a few shots where that went wayward, weren't really ideal shots for Canada, but can't complain. You scored 6 goals. Stefan Eustáquio, midfield maestro, another good performance through the middle of the pitch. Our Portuguese Magnifico, got to say about Eustáquio, he's been a tremendous player for Canada for years, and once again stepped up, had a phenomenal performance. Ismael Kone, again, once again, wishing the best for Ismael Kone. He's so important to this team, and it was just a disgusting scene to look at when he was unfortunately taken down. They were saying he broke something. I hope it doesn't mean he broke his leg because it's a tough one to try and recover from. But Ismael Kone, just wishing all the best. And when he was playing today, he was superb like always. This is, as much as the highs for Canada right now, this is a massive loss for Canada, dude. He is so good, and just really gutted for him. Hoping Ismael Kone, quick recovery, and he's back soon. Canada's all behind you, man. So good. We all love you, dude. And just wishing you're back on the pitch as soon as possible. Ali Ahmed had a solid game on the left flank. Was all right on set pieces, not particularly great. But again, dribbling past these Qatar defenders today, it was like nothing. Jonathan David, I've said so much already about him, but man, the bagsman from Ottawa. That's crazy to say. It's the bagsman from Ottawa. A phenomenal performance for Jonathan David today, bagging a hat trick. Goes up and is tied with Messi for the Golden Boot. Him and Messi are currently leading the Golden Boot race. It's crazy. So much like crap was talked about Jonathan David after the Bosnia game, and he shut everyone up with the hat trick against Qatar. What a man, what a player. I'll always love Jonathan David, especially because he grew up in my city. The Ottawa Senators, they watched this game. Get Jonathan David in the building for a game. Get him ringing the bell, dude. He's so good. He deserves the world. I do hope he gets a move away from Juventus. They weren't using him properly. He needs to be somewhere where he can be used properly. Yeah, just a phenomenal game for Jonathan David. Kyle Larin bagged another goal. No complaints from me. I didn't know how he'd hold up playing a full game at striker. He did a good enough job. We'll have to see how he can potentially do against Switzerland because I don't think they're going to sub him out. He scored a goal, so he'll probably keep playing there. But yeah, can't complain about Kyle Larin. I know I had my doubts going into the tournament, but he shut me up. Good performance from Kyle. For our subs, Moise Bombito. Not again, the center backs weren't tested at all, especially once Bombito came on. No complaints there. Nathan Saliba, amazing free kick goal, got an assist. What a performance. Obviously, I've been saying how much of a big loss Ismael Kone will be for Canada. Nathan Saliba is still a very quality player, and I think this World Cup will be the perfect chance for him to potentially get himself a move. I think he's already shown today, yeah, this guy's a talented player. Yes, it's against a Qatar team who was down to 9 players, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. Nathan Saliba is a good player, though. Like, this guy is a baller. Had a great year in Belgium for Anderlecht. I do think Nathan Saliba is the next big Canadian talent alongside Luc Defoujrol and Marcelo Flores. I think can be a nice talent for Canada. Well, hopefully he can recover as well soon from an injury. Good performance from Nathan Saliba. Jacob Schaffelberg was involved once he got on the pitch. Obviously, his shot was deflected in for the own goal. And yeah, he was just like seemed lively out there. So happy to see Schaffelberg back performing solid for Canada. Obviously, since his red card at the Gold Cup, it's been some ups and downs for him. But looks like he is back and better than ever. Tierney Oluwase, it was kind of weird because Canada took off a center back for him, and he came on. I mean, good effort all the way throughout the game, but not much to talk about. Same with Nico Segur, not much to talk about. Good performance, good for him to get on the pitch at his hometown. Again, I mean, there's not much to talk about Qatar. Madibo was the player who threw the tackle on Ismael Kone. Just, I don't think he meant anything malicious. So I'm not going to go and attack the guy. I'm not going to be some idiot who's like, oh, this guy, blah, 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 say a bunch of like mean things. I don't think he meant anything in it, but it wasn't a clean tackle at all. It was a dirty tackle. So it's just it's moments you learn from. You grow as a player. He clearly looked, not well after it. Like he was upset with himself. He wasn't feeling in the best mood. So he clearly meant nothing by it. So again, I'm not gonna hate on a guy. The other guy who got a red card again, that's a deserved red card. Not gonna hate on the guy. Obviously, was trying to deny a clear goal scoring opportunity. He knew what he was doing. Yeah, Qatar, they kind of just kicked themselves down with a couple of red cards. I mean, the Almanai own goal was kind of funny. It looked like a proper striker's finish there, putting it back in the net, kicked it in himself. That was quite funny. And then the one thing I will say, the tackle by the guy who on the sub, Fatty there, who had got a yellow card, that tackle looked kind of dangerous. Like, if he connected real good with the player he brought down, I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was Ali Ahmed. I might be wrong on that. I think he tackled Ahmed, which set up the free kick Saliba scored. He got a yellow for it. That was like a really dirty tackle. If it was like the way he went in there, if he got more of a connection on Ahmed, it could have been potentially bad for him as well. So that's one guy where I was like, I think he kind of knew what he was doing. There's no reason to go in there. Again, I'm not going to spread hate, but yeah, just an unbelievable game for Canada. They're top of the group. Um, yeah, obviously you can be happy, but there was some downside to it with what happened to Ismael Kone. So it makes it hard to be like truly, happy, so much free spirited and whatnot, because there is some unfortunate circumstances with this game. But a huge result for Canada, 6-0 win. I think that's all from me today. I can go on for hours and hours about how good this team was, how good this game was, how awesome it was. But I mean, I got some other stuff to watch, obviously, the Mexico Korea game and whatnot. So, Canada, they'll play Switzerland next Wednesday at BC Place at 3 o'clock. Winner of that game wins the group. A draw, Canada wins that group. Canada wins the game, they obviously win the group. If they lose, they'll most likely finish second, barring Bosnia doing the exact same thing we just did to Qatar, but even worse. It depends on the result we get against Switzerland and the result they get against Qatar. We'll most likely be finishing first or second in the group. And yeah, I will say I will not have a video that day of the game. I will be able to watch it, but my college graduation's that day from Algonquin College. So I will unfortunately I get to watch the game and then I have to go right away. So there won't be any real reaction from me on that game. Like how I've been making the shorts is how I'll probably give a review later in the day. I may have to just make a big video for all the games that day. But yeah, it's been a fun one. Canada 6-0 win against Qatar, top of Group B. It's been a fun World Cup of how many games you've seen, the results we've been seeing. Hopefully Canada can power this to having their best World Cup ever. I mean, it's been their best World Cup ever. It's their first World Cup win ever. We've made history. Now it's time to get out of the groups and into the knockouts. I'm Owen from Owen Talk Sports. Thank you for watching.